Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Procraft. I'm here with Varun Singh and today we're going to discuss two Strat-Style guitars. We have the ST20 V2 by Strydom and I've got with me the SQOE SEST230 by SQOE. Now what's great about these guitars is that they are both priced at under 10k, which means if you're someone getting your first electric guitar, if you're someone that's you've been playing an acoustic, you want to get an electric, or you're a singer-songwriter that requires an electric just to assist your playing, this could be the answer to that. So let's start off with the ST20 V2. A little backstory, Strydom has been a brand that we've been working with for a long time and we've had real success with the ST30 and the ST20 V1. And keeping that in mind, we decided to come up with the V2, which has a different set of pickups, and it's also got this nice color scheme where they've matched the headstock with the body of the guitar, and it's got of course your traditional maple style neck, 6-point trem, and you've got your volume, two-tone controls, just like a traditional Strat, but it gives you a little bit of a different look. And we also have the SQOE SEST230 by SQOE. Again, SQOE is a brand that we've been working with and they've come out with such incredible guitars. You know, the SQOE SEST600 did so well. The SQOE SEST230 has again come in that under 10,000 rupee category, which serves the same purpose as the ST20 V2. So let's discuss these two guitars and see what's the difference, what you can get with it. So first off, Varun, you played this guitar, what are your thoughts?
So first of all, like the finish, the feel, the fact that it's maple, has that snappy sound. I like the matching, headstock and this sort of a finish with the headstock matching. And I played it for quite a bit, and we played some nice clean sound samples and some heavy gain sample. And then the last thing that struck me was the price of both of these guitars. Like even this guitar, same thing with the SQOE as well. The gunmetal gray finish with the pearloid, this sort of a pickguard. Love it. Both of these guitars, absolutely love it. And the most shocking thing again is their price.
Absolutely. Alright, so these guitars, as we mentioned, it's under 10,000 rupees, it's around 9,500. This is around 9,800. Similar priced, but at the same time, the spec of these guitars are definitely not cheap. You would not expect something at this price point, especially with the way the pickups respond. And something that I always try on every guitar that I play is actually the volume knob, how easily it rolls off. So a lot of guitars, you'll have it at like 0, 5 and 10. There's like 3 stages. But what I love with these guitars is they actually roll off nicely. So if you're playing into an amp that's driven and reacts to your input signal, it's something that really helps control the tone, which is a huge part of any guitar player's style. Alright, so we've kind of got an overview of these guitars. So let's listen to these guitars now, starting off with the ST20 V2. Alright Varun, so you were plugged directly into the sound card, you had some amp modelers going on and you did some clean stuff, some John Mayer things. How was that? How did the guitar respond to what you were playing?
So we, again, like you said, we started off at the volume slightly rolled off. And we used one of the out of the phase positions with a combination of these two pickups, or maybe these two. And by the end of it, I went through all the positions and they all give a full image color of what this guitar can offer. I really loved it. It's a good old Strat. It feels like home. Strats are supposed to be like the most obvious electric guitar. The first thing that when someone says electric guitar is this sort of a style comes into my head, and translates really well. I love the neck, very snappy sort of a sound, okay, and not in a pointy thin way. It's got the nice frequency range for all these pickups, and what else? I played, you can't help but just play John Mayer kind of things on this because this guitar translates that really well.
Right.
And it's one of those guitars where you'll just want to keep playing. Like all the specs disappear, all the things disappear. It's just you and the music.
The music, absolutely.
And that's a sign of a good guitar that allows you to do that.
Yeah, right. I mean, considering the people buying these guitars, their first experience is going to be such a great one.
Yeah.
Remember when you play that first lick on an electric guitar for the first time?
Yeah. Oh man,
it takes you to another place.
I hate those people who can get that feeling because we can't.
We can't
We're
anymore.
Far away from that.
Too bad. Yeah, and speaking of Strats and its versatility, let's hear some really heavy sounds.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we were in rock and roll territory, and this thing really sounds like full. It's got a nice full sound from what I heard.
Yeah.
And again, at this price point, you're getting such a great sounding guitar. We ran through some amp modelers, and it was really responding well, which is something that genuinely, like, I was surprised by it. Growing up, maybe 20 years ago or so, we didn't have the opportunity of playing such great guitars at this price range, and it's interesting to know how things are changing. So who's this for? Who do you recommend this guitar for?
I think I mean with the price range of this, it's directed towards beginners.
Yeah.
But if you didn't tell me the price, I would still like go for a guitar like this because it's doing the job. It's getting the job. There's nothing stopping you from in the way. The neck finish is pretty all right. It's the frets feel great.
Yep.
Surprisingly, because like the vibrato, you just want to keep sustaining it. So people really need to like check out this guitar and give it their look. Don't judge it by the price point of thinking, oh, if the price tag is cheap, that means the components is cheap.
No, not anymore.
That is not the case at all over here. You just come and play and try out this guitar, play all the pickup positions, use the volume knob, use the full, the full offering what the guitar has to give out. Probably this can become a thing where if people do want to like use a core guitar and slowly as they progress in their journey, they can slowly upgrade their parts.
Oh yeah.
So maybe you can put, say, if this is a plastic nut, you could put like a bone nut or a tusk nut or a Graphtec nut. things like that. But you know, as the way it is, just set up this guitar really well, and you're good to go.
Absolutely. Considering it's for beginners, it will take you far into your journey as a guitar player. Once you go professional, playing on stages, playing big amps, this will absolutely do the job. Now we've spoken about the ST20 V2. Similar to that, in SQOE you have the SQOE SEST230. So let's talk about this. Alright, so you just heard some little clean sounds from the SQOE SEST230 by SQOE, and what we have here is this cool ash grey color with a Poloid pick guard, and now this one comes with a maple neck and a rosewood fingerboard, which is slightly different from these. So again, Varun, just your first thoughts when you play this guitar.
I mean, I have this test where I just take my fingers across the fretboard to see how the fretwork is done, and it passed that test. And then I played a few notes, checked the feel of the strings, checked the setup and the way the pickups react. And again, same thing, just like that guitar, nothing stopping.
Absolutely.
Okay. And surprisingly, both of these guitars, no hiss at any of the positions.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, I mean, no unwanted hiss. These are at the end of the day single coil pickups, so they will give you the 60 cycle hum. But it's surprising how the electronics is also managed so well on these guitars. No, unwanted, that sort of that hissy, bad electronics sort of a sound that we get quite often when we get like really affordable guitars. I remember my first guitar was the GIV SON.
Oh, the Gibson, good old Gibson.
The good old Gibson, which would hiss into any angle you could turn it on, it'll give you different sort of frequency hisses. So the electronics have been managed really well. That's the point that I wanted to get across. And feel of the neck, great. The finish on it's very smooth. Okay, so you just feel like playing. The finish, the premium quality, you really feel like, although it doesn't fit in the premium, so to speak, bracket.
Yeah.
But even if you look at the back, like the neck joint is pretty nice.
Yeah,
just aesthetically, it's just beautiful.
Beautiful, I know.
Overall, a very good look. I really love this grey finish, the Poloid thing is a very good combo.
I know.
That they came up with. Headstock design is great. The tuning keys, feel great. It's just, I think we need to just set it up really well. Once you get the guitar, set it up really well. So once the strings are locked in and ready to go, it won't lose their tuning that much, right? So that.
And again, I just got to mention that both of them do have tremolo systems. Same 6-point trem system. One difference between these two guitars, now you've probably been watching us and listening to it, and it's like, okay, these are almost the same. So what major difference is, it's got a rosewood fingerboard and this has got a maple fingerboard. Varun, could you just explain to us like what's the difference between the two?
Yeah, so rosewood fingerboard will have a more focus towards the low mids, and you'll especially feel it when you play these two sort of pickup positions, that it is resonating and it's got that low mid frequencies more.
Absolutely.
This one you'll see it's more shining on the higher, the trebly frequency. It's got a more snappier sound.
I see.
The strings sort of, because maple is denser and harder, the strings want to bounce off. They give you that pat 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 sort of a sound. So that sort of that spank. That is what you feel when you play maple frets, maple necks. Same thing with rosewood is that low mid. So when you sustain a note, that's where the beauty of rosewood kicks in. So one is in the attack, one is in the sustain. And that's the interesting bit actually. I like the woods that bring out
different aspects. And again, this is something that's really subjective from player to player. I personally prefer a rosewood because I do a lot of the sustain thing. I'm not much of a spanky, but I know a lot of guitar players who prefer the maple.
That's an interesting point you brought up. I always played maple necks because Eddie Van Halen played maple necks, right? But then I played the rosewood, and because I do a lot of recordings also, I always land up reducing the treble after I've recorded the guitar. So probably what I like about the maple, I cut out in the recording, right? So that made me like, wait, so that makes sense. I'm a rosewood guy then. And then I played the rosewood neck and those really pointy, harshy frequencies which I used to cut out. I still had to do some of it, but there was less.
Much less.
And the notes sustain. So that's a very interesting point you brought up, that don't be grounded too much into, I'm only going to play this one. Try everything out, see what fits your purpose, and you'll be surprised, that you probably like either of them.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, you could probably hear some of it when we play like some of the heavier sounds. You'll be able to hear the difference in just the two guitars. You can mainly just listen to what the guitar sounds like. You can come and try it out as well, because these are two incredible guitars. For anyone getting their first electric guitar, you should definitely check out ST20 V2 by Strydom or the SEST230 by SQOE. If you have any thoughts about what these guitars are and how they function, if you've got one of them, you can let us know what are your experiences with it. If you're interested in buying one of these, let us know in the comments. And if you have anything that you would like us to discuss, do let us know, and we'll see you on the next one.